So there's an old lady with her little dog, older lady, little dog that the German Shepherd has grabbed onto. Now there's people trying to pull them all apart. Then you have this guy getting drug into the scene by his two dogs. They eventually got the little dog away, and we just see the lady walk off with the little dog. So things to think about in this particular situation. I'll turn this down a little bit. Things to think about in this particular situation is that if you're just walking, I don't know what led up to this specific situation, right? So all we know is we see the German Shepherd latched onto the little dog. So my guess is, based on what I'm seeing, it doesn't look like there's a leash on the German Shepherd. So the German Shepherd was probably off leash, and it is not uncommon to see other dogs come to the dog fight like we saw here to get involved because of all the stimulation and everything. First of all, if you have your dog off leash, you need 100% control on your dog. You need to be able to communicate with your dog off leash. Use a remote collar, right, to ensure that they are actually responding to you. You can communicate with them appropriately. If you have a small dog and they get bit by a bigger dog, you got to think about pressure injury. You got to think about injury of the puncture of the teeth into the little dog. So you're going to need to go see a vet. And we can see in the video the German Shepherd thrashing the little dog, so there could be other damage to the internal organs. We see the old lady carrying off the little dog, and it's moving, so it's still alive. But this is not a good situation for sure. Definitely on the fault of the German Shepherd because the lady had her leash. So if you have your dog off leash, or even if you don't, you need to have good control, because the guy getting drugged across the lawn by his two dogs, that dude needs better communication and control of his own dogs. So get that done first before you start going out to public places like this. Dog's running up at a dude. Dude's kicking the dog. Oh, shoot. Dude got bit on the arm. So what my assumption is, there's a dude in the driveway. I don't know where this dog came from, but there's a lady with a leash in her hand, it looks like, but the dog has run up on the dude. It's barking at the dude. So if we look at the dog, I'm trying to see its tail. Tail is like upward wagging, but I also saw it downward. So I feel like the dog's in conflict, because also the way the dog is approaching the guy, the dog's not like coming at the guy and being forward. He's like coming, but he's stalling. So like the guy's right here. The dog's coming up barking like this, versus just a full-on come at the guy. So the dog's kind of in conflict. It's doesn't understand what's going on, doesn't understand this guy. The guy starts kicking the dog. That's escalating the situation. So that's going to put the dog more into like a frame of mind where the dog needs to push forward, right? And this dude's kicking the dog. He's backing up. So in the dog's head, the dog feels like he's winning. He's winning. This dude's scared of him, right? The dude's being aggressive toward the dog. The dog is returning that energy back toward the dude. Okay? So with all this happening, right, eventually the guy falls down, and when the guy falls down, the dog runs forward and grabs the guy's arm. So the dude falling down, right, boom, dude goes down, dog's triggered, dog now goes for the arm. That could be some prey drive. It could be the whole situation. The dog feels like it's winning. Then all of a sudden, instincts take over. Boom, now we got a bite, right? So again, the underlying theme here today is communication. If this lady had good communication, she could call her dog back to her. You can use your remote collar to help enforce that, ensure that dog is returning to you. Why not at the very beginning just go get your dog, lady? Take your leash and lasso that dog if you're scared to get up to its head. Obviously, the lady's scared. But this is not a situation you want to be in. Get your training done. Don't ever have your dog off leash until you have off leash training done, which is going to include your e-collar training. Next video. All right. Service dog encounter in Glacier National Park. Oh, shoot. We got some kind of deer or elk or something. Service dog gets off the leash, goes after this deer or elk, so it's not a service dog is what I'm hearing you say. All right, so we don't really see like the dog's chasing off the elk. The dog's chasing it. Who knows? We don't really see the setup for this dog, right? So what I see here is I see the person holding a leash. The dog's wanting to go for the deer. And then all of a sudden, the dog's off leash. So it looks like the leash either popped or something else happened with the leash. Now the dog's off leash. First of all, a service dog is actually very highly trained. There's a lot of people out there that claim their dogs are service dogs, but it's not. And I think the caption here talks about that, right? So with that being said, this is not a real service dog if this is happening. Second of all, communication, off-leash control. Even if your dog's on leash, you need off-leash control. I would not be even taking my dog out if I don't have good communication, which is going to include my e-collar, remote collar conditioning. Because now this dog's chasing this deer. Who knows how far it's actually going to chase it before it stops? That could be a very long time. Then what happens is the dog's chasing the deer. The dog's in a heightened frame of mind and like a prey drive mindset. It chases the deer a quarter mile, a half mile away. It gets out of prey drive and now it calms down. Never been in this situation before, never been in this place before, not close to anybody, you know, versus if you had good communication, this whole thing would not have happened and your dog would be safe. Once this dog goes off into the woods at Glacier National Park, it's not necessarily safe. There could be a mountain lion out there. There could be a grizzly bear out there. You don't know what. This deer could turn around and kick your dog, right? Impale it in the face. So there's just too many things going on not to have good training, not to have good communication. But the fake service dog thing really grinds my gears. Dude, if you're going to get a service dog, you need to get a legit service dog. All right. Also, back to the service dog thing, like it looks like the leash popped or something, but also flat collars are very well known for dogs to get out of them. I do not like flat collars because of that reason. Got a dude standing here in his hoodie and his gray sweatpants. Got his dog on the leash, and you got this white dog that runs up off leash.
Get over here now. I'll kick your ass. Come here.
Oh, God.
Stop. What the fuck was that? Come on.
So we got this dude hanging out in his little yard here.
What the fuck is that?
His dog's on a leash. The white dog runs up off leash, starts entangling with this dog. But real quick, the guy with the gray sweatpants, the dog that he has, what I'm looking at right now, its hackles are up and tail is up. So that's dominant, that's confident, that's aroused. So you got to be careful because this could continue to escalate. Thankfully, the lady ran up with her other dog, grabbed a hold of the white dog, cussed it out, then it looks like she's going to drag it away. This dog's definitely amped, tails up, hackles are raised. So, well, whenever that white dog first ran up, we did see a little bit of a play bow type body language from the gray dog. So could be some initial play responses, but I would not let this escalate. All right, moving on, we've got a black German Shepherd with two little dogs that run up at it. Or it's not a German Shepherd. Oh, shoot. Looks like it's a Buceron. These little white dogs just keep running up. This dog's trying to get away. The owner's got it on a leash. I think it did bite one of the white dogs. That's the white dog's fault, though. Nice job, lady. But in this case, these little white dogs running up. They run up on the dog, right? She does grab one. The dog does grab one of the white dogs. And then the white dog owner comes running up. This dog's just kind of freaking out. It's nervous. Low tail wag, nervous but aroused. Trying to get away. It's on the leash with the owner. Owner's calling its name. Eventually gets it to look at it, check in with her. So the owner of this this dog, this Buceron looking dog, did a good job. I think she did a good job. It's the white dogs that were causing the problem, right? So again, communication on the little white dogs. Even if you have a little dog, you still need communication. You still need training. But a very nice job to this lady right here with this dog. And looks like they're living a good life together, so good work. All right, if you guys want to check out some videos on socialization, make sure you check right here. I'll see you in this video where we're socializing some high energy dogs. So just something for you guys to think about. Also, don't forget e-collar training and getting your eye contact done really well. Check those videos out on our channel as well. That'll help you get to where you need to be with your dog to avoid these crazy situations. And I'll see you guys in the next video.